Echoes of the Lost, Episode 6, The Pulse Beneath the Stone. When the ancients looked to the sky, maybe they didn't see gods, but current. Lightning carved its memory into stone, and those flashes were copied by hands that understood more than they explained. Across continents, petroglyphs record the same branching forms, spires of plasma twisting in the upper atmosphere, etched as spirals and staffs and figures with arms upraised. They were witnesses to the earth's breath of electricity. Later builders learned to speak with it. Granite rich in quartz and magnetite hums when pressure and water flow through it. That piezoelectric pulse, the conversion of stress into voltage, is the same principle that drives modern sensors and resonators. The pyramids, the Inca walls of Cusco, and the vitrified fortresses of Scotland all sit on convergence of this charge. Engineered batteries the size of mountains, channels beneath them, guided water through stone, generating hydrostatic pressure that released electrons and light. What myth called fire from heaven may have been the flare of energy arcing between towers, tuned to the Earth's magnetic field. Ancient records speak of arcs, chests sheathed in gold lined with resin and acacia, materials known now to store static charge and isolate ion flow. Placed between poles of magnetic rock, they could accumulate voltage until the air itself shimmered, not divine wrath, but controlled discharge, an instrument of static equilibrium, not destruction. A network of these devices might have once balanced atmospheric electricity, maintaining planetary charge like capacitors in a living circuit. The few that survived became legend. The rest dismantled or buried, left silent in the grid. Centuries later, Nikola Tesla glimpsed the same architecture in the sky. He called the Earth a conductor of limitless size, its surface charged by the sun's plasma wind and its ionosphere, a resident cavity of electromagnetic song. His Wardenclyffe Tower sought to reawaken that resonance. Wireless energy, drawn directly from the planet's field, he proved for a moment that the world could be lit without combustion or wire. But his backers feared a current they could not meter. Funding vanished, patents were seized, and progress retreated behind walls of profit. Energy became currency, not communion. Today, plasma is recreated in laboratories, tiny artificial suns suspended by magnetrons. Confined fields mimicking the discharges our ancestors actually carved into stone. We can simulate auroral plasma, map ion flows, even reproduce the resonance Tesla dreamed of. Yet each experiment occurs in isolation, stripped from the planetary circuit that once sustained it. We have the equations, but not the balance. The same minerals once used to focus and conduct the Earth's resonance, crystal, copper, magnetite, gold, and many more raw materials are stripped, mined to extinction daily, melted into circuitry and scattered across billions of disposable devices. Every ton extracted unthreads a filament of the planet's natural grid. What was once a web of living conductivity becomes a broken loop of consumption. The more we dig, the weaker the song becomes. Storms grow fierce, magnetic poles wander, and the Schumann resonant drifts like a heart losing rhythm. Perhaps the last great collapse began the same way. Too much extraction, too little reverence. Civilizations rose on the hum of the earth and fell when they drained its resonance past recovery. Their monuments still vibrate faintly, as if waiting for balance to return, but the tones no longer align. We search ruins for secrets while ignoring the principle they served. Reciprocity, energy taken must be given. Equilibrium is participation, not possession. The ark, the pyramid, the megalith, the monolith, all might have been attempts to tune humanity to the same frequency as the world that birthed it. Not machines of conquest, but coherence. They remind us that the true generator was never the stone, but the consciousness harmonized through it. And so the lesson stands. Carved in basalt and written in light, no savior descends through static. No ark will open to rescue a species that forgot the circuits include in themselves. Every temple, every coil, every resonant chamber pointed to the same revelation that creation is not bestowed, it is maintained. If there is to be renewal, it begins not with prayer, but with reconnection. People tuned to the planet, hands rebuilding what greed dismantled. For the pulse still moves beneath the stone. It waits in quartz and water, in the magnetism of every heartbeat. When we remember that we are part of the current, not its masters, not its victims, the grid will whisper again. And in that hum, the lost world will not return as myth, but as an understanding. The question remains, not what they built, but what we destroyed.